Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Asad Victor. I'm your Forex coach, and I want you to know that you have come to the right place. Every course and every video that I drop out here is free. It's for you to learn. It's for educational purpose. Okay. And one thing I can assure you is that you might have come across a lot of videos all around social media, on YouTube, on TikTok about Forex trading. What I'm going to be giving you on this channel will transform your trading life. I can assure you that. And this video, I want you to stick to it because it's going to transform your life. I need you to watch this video from beginning to the end, and I can assure you that you will never regret it. Okay, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, give us thumbs up, and share. Let everyone get to know about this channel, and always come back for more, because I will always give you content, especially when it comes to Forex, that will transform your Forex journey and your trading journey. Of course, you might have lost a lot of money. You might have even lost hope and, considering quitting. I want you to know that this is a one step you have just made. Okay, so don't quit yet until you watch my videos, because it's definitely going to be simplified and it's definitely going to transform your trading. All right, your experience and whatever you have gone through will be taught in a more simpler way, just for you to understand it. Okay, right? You don't have anything to worry. Just take your time, watch the videos from beginning to the end, and you're not going to regret it. Okay, so let's go straight to class, and I want to teach you something very, very simple this period. Right now, I want to teach you something very, very simple right now that will help you as a beginner. Okay, let's say you're a beginner, and even if you've been trading for a long time and you have probably skipped this topic or this concept, this will transform your trading. Now, it does not matter if you have one strategy or the other. It does not matter. This is what you need to know as a Forex trader, and this is the basic knowledge that will really help you. So let's go to class right now. Okay, so I'm sharing my chat with you. All right, so now, of course, you already know how price reacts in the market, or probably you're new here now and you don't know much about Forex trading. There are basic things that you really need to know as a starter. Number one, you need to know how price move from one end to the other. Now, in Forex, what we do in Forex is we buy and we sell. Okay, we buy when price is low, we buy when price is low, and we sell when price is high. So you need to identify when price is low and when price is high. Okay, and this you can actually understand or identify when you know how price move. Okay, so definitely you should know that price move in three ways, which is impulse, correction, and continuation. Okay, and this is a very simple concept that you really need to consider. Okay, because this movement is what price does always, and it is actually the basic, it is the starting point. Okay, irrespective of strategy you want to trade, whether ICT, SMC, whatever strategy, it does not matter. You just need to understand this concept. Price move in these three ways: impulse, correction, and continuation. And that is what market does always. As a result of this, it creates a high and a low. This is a high level and this is a low level. Okay, for us as traders, we buy when price is low, we buy at the low level, and sell at a high level. This is the low level here, this is the low level, and this is the high level. So what we do is we identify this low level, okay, and identify this high level, and we sell when price is high and buy when price is low. For example, this is what I'm talking about. This is a high level and this is a low level. So what we do is we buy when price is at this low level here, and we sell when price is at this high level. And this is what market keeps repeating all the time, and you just need to know this. Okay, so this aspect I was just talked about, which is impulse, correction, continuation, is actually what makes market to have the highs and the lows, which we now refer to as resistance. This level of resistance is the level where correction starts, and the level where continuation starts is also what we refer to as support level. Okay, so this now becomes a resistance. So this is a resistance level, and here is a support level. Okay, all right, so this resistance level is what we refer to as a higher high or a higher low. So this is a high and this is a low. Okay, like I said, we sell when price is high and we buy when price is low. So in other words, these are what we call the resistance and this becomes a support. So as long as price keeps giving us impulse, correction, continuation, we keep having lower low, lower high, lower low. Price keeps repeating the same thing, and as a result of that, it keeps giving us this movement, higher low, higher high, like that. It keeps going on. All right, so as far as price keeps going up like this, we keep having a repeated of resistance and support, resistance and support. Okay, so now we have right here, now we have resistance, support. So I will just quickly clone this. So instead of that, okay, so now we have a high here and we have a low here, right? Okay, then here we have what we now call a higher high, which is also a resistance. So I'll just put HH, which is higher high, and here we have higher low, which is HL, which is also the same thing as resistance, support. You can call it swing high and you can call it swing low. So as a starter, you start learning words, terminologies when it comes to forex trading. So you start learning something like resistance, support, higher high, higher low, swing high, swing low. So this is how you start. All right. So we have higher high, higher low, okay, which is also referred to as swing high as swing and swing low. All right. Here now, price made a reverse, giving us support and comes up again, breaks this high here to create a new high. So why we call this higher high is because this is a high level. This level is higher than this high. This high is higher than this high. This high is higher than this high. So as a result of that, we keep having a higher high. So this new high becomes a higher high. And the new low, now because this is the lower side, this low is this level is lower than this level, so that's why we call it low. This level is lower than this level, that's why we call it low. Now this low here is higher than this low, that's why we call it a higher low. Okay, so we keep having a repetition of a higher low, higher high. Okay, so as long as we keep having higher low, higher high, we see price trending up. So as a result of this impulse, correction, continuation, it's now that gives us support, that creates the support and resistance for us. Okay, so it equally creates a trend line in order for us to know that price is trending up. All right, so now we have price giving us, as long as you can have a touch of 2 to 3 higher lows, then you have an uptrend. Okay, so this is a trend line, meaning oftentimes price will get to this level and go back up, and it becomes a key zone for us as forex traders to know that this is the right time to get in for a buy. This is the right time to buy. Okay, and here this is the right time to sell. So this we keep having in the market. This is the repetition we keep seeing in the market. Market will keep giving us higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. By so doing, creating a support and resistance, because it is something, the reason we call it support, resistance is something that stops it from keep going up, and support is something that is standing on. So as long as price is trading below this high, is a resistance. Okay, but the moment price breaks above that high and trading above that high and probably creating a new high and comes back to that previous high, then it becomes a support. You can give in a scenario where you are climbing a story building, let's say 3-story building. You're on the ground floor here, right? Okay, you're on the ground floor. Now you have a roof over you, which is called resistance. Like, and that roof is for the first floor. Okay, so when you climb this roof and you are above, you are on the first floor. So after climbing the roof, you still have to match the first floor before going to the second floor. Okay, so when you were on the ground floor, the first floor becomes a resistance for you. The moment you take a staircase and you step in to the first floor, then you have to match the first floor before going. And that's exactly what market usually does. So market will break out, come back and retest before going further. It will break out, retest, go up, retest, go up. That's how price usually moves. All right. So this concept you just need to understand as a starter. So this course is basically for you as a new, forex trader. You are very new. You are a beginner. You need to understand this concept. Don't joke with it at all. It is important that you understand this concept very, very well. All right. So, and I will simplify it as much as I can. All right. So when we have a breakout of resistance, and price comes back to retest, it becomes a support, and that is our higher low. Okay, we have a higher high, a higher low, higher high, higher low. You get that? So here now we have a resistance, okay, and we have a support like that. So same thing, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support. All right. And when you have a connection where you can connect the higher lows, 2 to 3 higher lows gives you a trend line, and 3 to 4 or more higher lows gives you an uptrend. So price keeps trending up. And what we do in forex trading is when price is trending up, we look for opportunity to buy. Okay. All right. So this is a full course I want you to pay attention to. All right. So when price finally gets to a resistance level and it comes back here, couldn't break, touching this support level now, when it breaks the resistance, becomes a support. And here, price now come again to this same trend line and couldn't break it. Now come back up, getting to this level again. This now becomes a strong, probably the last floor is unbreakable, couldn't break the resistance, couldn't go further. So it has to sell back down. And oftentimes when price comes back here to make an equal high, not new, this time around is not creating a new high. It makes an equal high. Is usually what we refer to, that is what we refer to as double top. So price oftentimes when it gives out the double top, it usually comes back with a strong momentum and break the trend line. So when it breaks the trend line, it will also usually break the support level and go to the next zone of support. So when that happens, then price will retest this level, comes back to retest this. So if you couldn't break it upward as well as a resistance, because now price is trading below. Remember what I told you, when price breaks above the previous high, it becomes a resistance and a support. When it's trading below it, it's a resistance. But the moment it breaks above it, comes back to retest it, becomes a support. So now, vice versa, the moment price breaks below the zone, breaks the support zone. So the moment price breaks below this, which is the support, it price trading back becomes a resistance. So now price could not break the resistance, comes back down to the support, breaks the support this time around. So giving us, now this becomes an impulse, this becomes a correction, this becomes a continuation, which is another impulse, correction, impulse, correction, continuation, correction, continuation, like that. So that is what price keeps doing oftentimes in the market. All right. So now we have this now as the double top, which is the resistance. Okay. And price couldn't break it. Oftentimes when price gives you this double top, it comes back with a strong momentum. I have said that. All right. Now at this time, we also have resistance. So let's just put it there. So here now we have our resistance. We have resistance and we have support. And here we have double top. Okay. So now price keeps repeating the same thing here. Now, this becomes a high, okay? A high, and this is a low, a high, a low. So, but if you look at these highs, you discover that this high is actually lower than this high. This high also is lower than this high. This high is lower than this high. So at this time around, we now call it a lower high because this high is lower than this high. Okay. Then if you also discover, you see that this low here is lower than this particular level. I mean, it's lower than this low. So for that reason, we call it a lower low because this low is lower than this low. This low is lower than this low is lower than this low. This low is lower than this one. All right. So that is why we call it a lower low. Okay. So we have a lower high and a lower low. So I'll just put LL. LL means lower low. LH means lower high. Okay. So we have lower high, lower low. We have a lower high, lower low. All right. So resistance, support, lower high, lower low. Okay. All right. So once we have a connection where we can connect with our trend line, when we can connect a lower high, 2 to 3 lower highs will give us a trend line. Then 3 or more lower highs will give us a downtrend. Okay. So when price keeps repeating this same move, giving us lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high repeatedly, then we have a downtrend. Now, one other thing you need to know is this. Downtrend is confirmed when you have the last swing low broken and retested and rejected. Listen to this very well. When you have downtrend, your downtrend is confirmed when the last swing low or the last higher low is broken and retested. Likewise, you have an uptrend when the last swing high, price comes back again now, break above this, come here, come back and retest it and rejected. So then we have an uptrend. So uptrend is confirmed when the last swing high, which is the last lower high, got broken, retested, and got rejected. Same thing when the last higher low or the last swing low got broken, retested, and got rejected, then we have a downtrend. So now, for us as traders, downtrend will be looking for opportunity to sell. So every opportunity we have when price comes to give us a lower high and we have confirmed our entries, we go in for a sell, and price keeps going down and we are in profit, making money. All right. So this is exactly how it's done. This is how it's done. To know how price move is the number one thing you must know as a forex trader, as a newbie. Okay, you must know how your price move. That is why, if you don't know it, that is why you discover that you enter a buy. Probably you see that price is breaking and you feel like price wants to keep going up. You buy. The moment you buy, price starts rejecting and going back. Okay, and you now feel like, oh, let me close my buy because price seems to be going down. And the moment you close and enter sell, you've been holding your buy here, you've been in loss. Now you close the buy at this level and you want to sell, enter sell. The moment you enter sell, you see price going up immediately. So it will now look as if the market makers are after you. No, it's not like that. It's because you lack the concept of price movement. Okay, you need to understand this concept of how price move, giving us impulse, correction, continuation, creating a higher high, higher low for us, so you could know the exact point to enter a buy or a sell. And this is what you really need to know. You need to identify when we're having an uptrend. I also need to identify when we're having a downtrend. All right, so I will now show you in a practical or in a live chat now, so you can understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is very practical. Now, take a look at this. Price took off from here, giving us a low, came here, giving us a high, lower high, came here, retest, a new high, higher high. Now we have higher low. We have higher high. We have higher low. We have higher high. We have higher low. We have higher high. And we have higher low. Then we now got an equal high. Okay, so let me stop here. So this is what I just taught you in the letter form. Okay, so here price took off from down here from this low, giving us a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So by so doing, it gave us the level of support and resistance, or higher high, higher low, that we've just talked about. This is a level of support, resistance. This is a resistance level. This is a support level, resistance level, support level, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, like that. So for us now, we have so once we are able to connect, remember what I said before, we identify our uptrend, we need to connect our trend line at least 2 to 3 higher lows. This is a higher low, this is 2, and this is 3, higher low. So we connect this. Okay, and if you observe our resistance, we have this resistance here. This resistance here. We have this. So just pay attention to the blue lines. We have this as a resistance. So when price broke this resistance, you can see the resistance here, and we have the support here. Please just pay attention to the blue lines, to the blue horizontal line. Okay, so we have the support level here. When price broke above the resistance, it creates new high. So came back to retest it as a support, broke above the new high here, creating another high, came back and retest that same zone of resistance as support this time around. Same thing, came back, broke above this high, creating another high, a new high. Come back to retest it as a support, retest this same zone. If you check it very well, it's the same zone. Retested it and went up, creating another high here, creating a new high here. Okay, see where it came to retest it. All right, so now after creating this new high, then it just did all this consolidation here and manipulation, then price took off. So now pay attention. This happens to be the last, this level here happens to be the last higher low, the last swing low. Now pay attention to what happened. Price came back, broke it, the last swing low here. After breaking it, retested it and went down. So after it went down, creating a low, okay, which is now the same thing as this zone, creating a low, then here created a high. So now we have a lower low and a lower high. So here is now a lower low, and this is a lower high, lower low, lower high, like that. So that's what we keep having. Now, if you now check very well, you discover that we have here, you can see it very well. This is lower low. This is lower high. This is lower low. This is a lower high. Lower low. Lower high. Lower low. Lower high. Price now came back to give us an equal low. So now price came back to give us equal low, making this as this level here as the last swing high, which is the last lower high. Price came back again, broke above the last swing high, and after that came back to retest it. After retesting it, got rejected at this level using with this price action, and price start going up from there. We now start having higher high, higher low, like that. So this is what price keeps repeating all the time. This is what price keeps repeating all the time. You can see after that price took off, start going up. And if you keep tracing it like that, you discover that when price breaks, every time price breaks the last swing low and retest it, then get rejected, price keeps trading the direct opposite. So this and more you are going to learn on this channel. So you don't want to take this channel for granted. Every time we upload videos here, watch from beginning to the end, because you are going to learn a lot that can transform your life. Share this video with your friends, your colleagues, your children, your family members that you want to learn Forex. If you watch this video as a newbie, you are definitely going to have an understanding of market the proper way. Okay, so practice all this I have taught you. See, when the last swing low got broken here, the last swing high rather got broken here, see a breakout of it, you see the retest and price pushing up. So this is the simple concept of Forex you need to master. Okay, all right, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming to the channel. We see you in the next videos that will be uploaded. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the link with your colleagues. Please subscribe to our channel. Then also you can join our Telegram group. Just click the link in the description below and it will take you to our Telegram group, and where we share free signal. We share free signal every day, Monday to Friday, on currencies as well as crypto sometimes, and synthetic index like Crash 500, Boom 500, V75, and the rest of them. All right, so subscribe to you will see free channel on our Telegram. Join the free channel where we share analysis and share signals, where we give you where to enter the trade, buy and sell, stop loss and take profits. All this we share on our channel. It's free. Also, you are new here and you want to start trading, you need a reliable broker with a very low spread. And this you will just see in the description below where we have our recommended broker. You can click the link and register with the broker and start your Forex journey today. And I want you to trust me. Believe me, you will never regret it. Subscribe to this channel and give a thumbs up. And thank you so much for coming. All right, see you in the next video. Bye for now.